Okay, come on. Stop being rude. Okay, here we are. Hopefully the audio is coming out okay. Hello? Hello? Is it working or is OBS crashing? Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me okay and OBS isn't being stupid, because it's showing that it's being stupid. Hello? Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me okay and OBS isn't being stupid, because it's showing. Okay, so yeah, it's showing me that it's working. So, patrons, I sent out the link to Discord. And, oh, hey! Or?
Mike.
No.
Okay, I can hear you now,
Oh, you can?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
It's okay, I've been having trouble. Like, I tried to actually have my webcam work for this one, and Google Hangouts was like, okay, I registered. I know, I'm awake!
Moon.
That reminds me, I was gonna do a thing.
With Moonwood?
I need to turn down my Minecraft before I do that, though.
So I am right pissed, okay?
Oh?
So I was watching a YouTube video yesterday, and this YouTuber I was following, his name is Jake Moonrow. I can't say. He's a goth YouTuber. I really like his stuff. But he was talking about how he's like, so just so you guys know, we stream, and I can't say the name of this website or have the link in my description, because if I do, YouTube won't show my videos out. And I was like, wait a minute. What? So I put a thing on Twitter and I'm like, hey, has anybody like gotten my videos recently? Because my watch time has like drastically tanked. And I didn't know if it was like just because it's summer, because I've heard summer's bad, or if like my content wasn't good. So I put a thing on Twitter and I had a bunch of people DM me and a few people openly be like, I didn't know you've been uploading. And I'm like, oh. Okay, so I tried something and I got rid of my website that rhymes with itch, because apparently if you even say it, the website that rhymes with itch, they won't even put your video in the algorithm to be shared.
What the fuck?
And so then, like, I changed that for my streams too, because the streams have been low. So I just have my link tree. And the second I had my little, like, boopy thing for the scheduled stream, I had a bunch of people show up. And right now I have 24 people. When the past couple of times I've streamed, I wouldn't get, like, 24 or 100 people until, like, I've been streaming for multiple hours. Because people are like, wait, I didn't get notified. And I rang the bell. Yeah, that doesn't matter anymore. Apparently, because I tested this, if you click the bell icon on some people, a really fast thing will pop up. And I tried to catch it, but it'll be, you will sometimes get occasions and notifications for this channel. If you hit the bell. And I was like, no, YouTube. If I hit the stupid bell, I want to be notified when the people I subscribe to are posting videos. So I watched a couple more videos on it, and people were like, yeah, if you don't like and comment every video that this YouTuber you like channel, you're not going to get stuff in your feed, because to YouTube, they're like, oh, well, you don't care about this YouTuber compared to the other YouTubers that you like and comment in all the time. And I'm like, wow, YouTube, that's really dumb. And it's really dumb that I can't even say the word for the website that rhymes with itch, but I'm testing a few things, and right now it's working, so that's why I'm right pissed. Because I was hoping, and I know it sounds dumb, I'm like, maybe my content's just kind of going downhill, or my thumbnails aren't that good. But then I did this, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Huh.
It's trying to attack me.
Yeah. So by the way, guys, if you didn't know, I make a video every Wednesday. Just heads up.
Every Wednesday.
Hey, Mooney.
Hold on, I got it. We're gonna do that. Hold on.
We're gonna send you something.
Are you commissioning Mooney again?
No.
Oh.
Masuda!
Hi.
And Pice!
Hello.
Hi.
It's a Peeth.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't see any sign that it was receiving me.
Yes.
All right.
Yee. So,
So I
this isn't even that.
considered
This
seeing
isn't
my-
even that many people. Usually, there's more people in the Patreon hangout. So we'll see.
Well, you haven't
Yeah.
done one in a while, so people are not ready.
That's true. I didn't get to do one last month. I was so busy. And then I'm like looking and I'm like, ah, this month is over in a few days. What happened?
It has
Also-
been sent.
It's sending to you.
What? No.
I
I sent you something, Moon Moon.
Oh, by the way,
I-
one of your commissions is done. I'm just waiting to finish the other one before I send both of them to you guys.
Oh boy!
Oh god.
nice.
I'm excited for mine.
Also,
I know
Make
yours,
or
yours
suffer.
is gonna be fun too.
I got
also,
the angel and I got the
I considered
smiling girl.
Mm-hmm.
I considered singing a song, but unfortunately, my voice is shot from the vomiting yesterday.
Oh, that sucks. Ew. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. It was just kidney stone pain again.
You have another kidney stone, or is it the same kidney stone?
I have no idea at this point.
Oh, our kidney stones.
Huh?
You have a lot of kidney stones.
Yeah, you need to stop
Could
eating so
be.
much salt in your diet. That's usually what does it.
No, all the salt.
Just because you can't taste it doesn't mean other people should be doing it.
Salt should be the only thing you taste.
Ew. Ew!
Ew.
Who said that?
I don't know. Who said something was cute?
Oh, me.
What's
I
cute?
finally
Oh.
got the image that was sent to me.
Oh.
Oh. I'm playing Minecraft right now. Specifically, I'm playing modded Minecraft. And in my basement, specifically, I have trapped a small slime, and I named it Moon Moon.
There it is.
My computer is dying and I can't play games on it anymore. I tried running like Hollow Knight and it was laggy as hell. And then I tried doing Slime Rancher and it was laggy as hell. And I'm just like, okay, I get it, you're dying. No more games
Again.
on you, Quiz.
I can help you build a PC.
I need the money first. I still have refunds to give out. I'm not fully done refunding everybody yet.
Oh, wow.
boy.
Well, yeah, like I
wait.
said, it's a slow process because
Put that
this was on me. I should have given the refunds back when I had the money and been like, okay, these are cursed. I just want to give back the money to people. I feel bad, and then it's like, fuck. Now I have to do it very slowly, and I hate that.
Oh no.
Throws money at Mitchie.
Thank you.
We do
I
that
blew
every
this all
month.
apart.
I'll throw more money at Mitchie.
What was I gonna say? But later on today, I don't know when exactly, but later on today, I will be streaming on the website that rhymes with itch to finish up some commissions.
I gotcha.
I just,
I don't know
Very
if I'll be able
spooky.
to. If I don't know how. Excuse me. I don't know if I'll be able to watch simply because of how my internet has been.
It's fine,
I'll
man.
try, but there's a chance that I might.
Yeah. Also, don't die.
If that happens.
Death is not allowed.
Death is illegal here.
Don't worry. I have no need to worry about that from me. No matter how much I wanted to last night.
Fair enough.
My burrito's falling apart.
But, yeah. That's why I'm drinking lemonade.
That's good. Lemonade's not salty. It's still sugary though, so you should be sticking with water.
Actually, actually lemonade has I've received various indications that they're very good for staving off kidney stones.
Is it the citrus?
Probably.
I
I know cranberry juice is also good for that.
Yeah, I know cranberry juice is good. It's also good for UTIs.
No, Moon Moon, stay in the basement.
Remember, he said
I think
he said he trapped a slime named Moon Moon in his Minecraft house.
I mean, I guess I stay in the basement.
I mean, you're in the basement next to the nuclear reactor, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
also,
Don't kill
Also
Moon
Moon.
Moon.
I'm not gonna kill Moon Moon. I'm concerned about Moon Moon getting bigger.
Moony Moon.
Moon Moon get bigger.
God.
Moon Moon, Christian's trying to talk to you.
Yes, tell us.
Ah.
We also still need to work
Hello?
on your character.
We also need to work on mine too.
Yes, but yours in the story sense. Because I think we got the mechanical aspects done.
That's true. Okay, so that one's done. What about my other beehive?
Actually, while this is going on, it's probably
Why
a
are
good
you-
chance for me to figure out where our story shall start.
Yeah, you can only, your body can only absorb. Sorry, this is really random, but it's a comment in the comment section, and your body can only like hold so much water at one time. It's why you're supposed to drink water slowly, because if you drink it too fast, you're gonna end up pissing half of it out.
Huh.
Ah. Good to know.
Because yeah, you're supposed to have 64 ounces a day to be healthy of water, but you're not supposed to drink it in like 4 hours. It's supposed to be like throughout the day.
Aha.
Because I know Anna's like that because she drinks water like a fish, so I'll watch her like chug her thing like
Speaking of
twice.
water, I'm thirsty.
Oof. So I have my water bottle.
I'm gonna silence.
Okay, we're gonna toss the wood in there, and I'm gonna go get some
Where's
seed
gold?
oil.
So how have
I
you...
haven't to inhale part of it.
No, definitely don't do that. So how have you guys been this past month? Because I know we didn't get to do a stream last time. I know we've talked in the Discord chat a few times, but
I'm dead because of finals.
I'm making bees, so I'm excellent.
you're
I've been
making
sleeping.
making bees?
I am making bees.
You're
What?
making bees.
What?
Or is
I'm playing modded Minecraft, and I'm playing specifically Tekkit Legends, and it has bees.
Bees.
yes, he's messing with them.
Oh, okay.
I like bees.
I'm dead.
I have a lot of bees.
Did you
Or
guys hear?
job that,
So speaking of
sent help.
bees, did you guys hear that bees are no longer endangered?
Oh no.
Oh.
Yay!
Yeah,
No, I
so,
did not.
Yeah, so all of the work people have been doing for the Save the Bee Foundations and using less pesticides have actually been bringing the bees back. Makes me
Nice.
happy. Makes me happy.
Awesome. Indeed.
Because even if I
I'm
hate,
not gonna die.
because yeah,
They
even if
are-
I hate the little shits, they're still
I love them.
they're still helpful.
I only
Yes,
like
they
fat
are.
bumblebees.
I still remember while I was coming out for your wedding, Mitchie, that one bee that came in front of my that buzzed up in front of my eye.
Oh my god.
It startled me, but I was like, "What? Oh, hello there."
God, I want to be fat. I want a red velvet cake like so bad, and I'm like, oh, I haven't had it in years, and I can't have it. I have to be a good noodle.
Be a good noodle.
I would.
No, have the cake.
I don't have the cake. I'd have to go out and buy the cake and make the cake.
Go
I haven't had
buy the
cake in
cake.
like 4
Be a
years.
good noodle, Mitchie. Be good noodle.
I know. I'm already happy because my diet plans have been working because now none of my pants fit. So I'm like really proud of myself. I should emphasize. I don't think I lost a full pant size yet, but all my pants are really baggy, so I have to buy a belt. Like even the pants that I shrunk are tied on me, are getting loose on me now, and I'm like, it's working. I'm so happy.
Yay.
It's a slow improvement, but it's an improvement.
Ah, shit.
Also, changing my diet has helped a fuck ton too.
Good.
No doubt. I'm still working on that part.
Speaking of, it's so hard because like Cody, I love my husband, but he was raised in a family of meat, and like I'm
Yeah.
slowly getting him away from it, but it's like pulling teeth. Because his family was the now here's the thing. I do like meat. Pyth, I know you're vegan, and I'm sorry,
I
I've
love
had this
a
for
good steak.
but yeah, exactly.
I'm
Like
offended and I quit.
My mom has been more forced to eat meat because she can't eat gluten.
okay, well that makes sense though. Like if you have like one thing over the other, I understand that.
It's okay, guys. You can talk about me. I'm not gonna crucify you.
Well, I just don't want you to feel bad. That's all. I care about you, Pyth. You are a good Pyth.
You
You
were
are
a good small bean.
Where's my pipette? Oh, it's in my
We
inventory.
care
Where's
about
your
the pipe.
Where's your Pyth pat? What?
No, my pipette.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck? What happens when I'm not here in the server? Jesus.
Amazing thing.
Like, I was raised off of, like, if we had meat, because I was raised by Jews, so it was, like, mostly fish, and I fucking love fish. But whenever we would have meat, we would have, like, this sounds bad, but we'd have, like, good quality meat. I know it shouldn't sound bad, but it was like, oh, okay, if we had cheeseburgers that my mom made from home, my mom, like, actually would go the extra mile and get ground sirloin over, like, the meat log. So we didn't eat a lot of meat growing up. But then when I was with Cody, his family was like, yeah, we got like 8 meat logs in the fridge, and I'm just like, ugh, there's so like I didn't know, this is a true fact. I didn't know that meat had fat in it because my parents bought high quality meat growing up. So like when I watched them like drain the fat, I remember being so disgusted. I was like, what is that? They're like, draining the fat. And I'm like, no, I don't know what that is.
You know what made it really easy though? I've always hated cheese so much.
Cheese
that's hard. Cheese is life.
But I've always hated it so much, so that wasn't something that could hold me back.
That makes sense though. That does make sense because a couple of other vegans I've talked to are like they're lactose intolerant or they don't like cheese. So they were like, yeah, it wasn't that big of a step.
That would be a much bigger step for me if I were to go vegan.
Although, real quick on the subject of meat.
Yeah.
Or owes me big time and is taking me out.
Aww.
Oh.
You guys are finally going on a date?
Oh god. No, we have the steak place, and basically it's not normal. You don't buy a meal, you buy a meal ticket, and you literally get to try every single one of their steaks.
That sounds
for 2 people.
That sounds amazing. Like,
yeah, but for 2 people, it costs like around $100 and something.
No, that makes sense.
Oh wow.
That's the average price for one of those things. Cause like out here we have those too, where we have like food festival things. I remember Cody and I went to one, and I told him, do not eat this day, okay? Don't eat, because we spent so much money on these goddamn tickets, because ours were $60 a piece, and it was called Tour de Fork. I've gone twice. Once with Cody and once without Cody. And we all told him, because my parents went to it. My parents were like, do not eat, because it was a 6-hour event, and if you left, you could still come back as long as you had your tickets. And you could have as much food as you wanted for those 6 hours. So it was like totally worth the price in my mind, because it was huge, full of all this gourmet food. But the thing was, they were like sample size versions of it. So that's why, you would go through. And we kept telling him, do not eat before you go. Well, he didn't believe us, so he got Taco Bell before the event, because he was like, I was just really hungry and I skipped lunch. And then he went there and he's like, I'm not that hungry now, and all the food is so good. And I'm like, this is why I told you not to eat. And the reason why he won't go again is because he felt like he wasted $60, even though we all told him not to fucking eat before going. So, oh my god, it was so good. I had like gourmet steak, gourmet chicken. There was this like really cool little lettuce tofu thing that tasted amazing, and it was great. I haven't gone in years.
Like lettuce.
You like lettuce?
Yes.
Good, lettuce.
But what I like even more is celery. I love celery.
I actually kind of just got into celery, because I didn't used to really eat celery as a kid. I was a very picky eater as a kid. Like, I didn't realize how much of a picky eater I was.
I am a very picky eater now.
Oh.
But I love celery. It's one of those few things that I love. The only caveat is I cannot have my vegetables cooked.
Really?
Stop looking at me.
If I have my vegetables cooked, I will not eat them.
Really? Like, even if it's like baked in a soup or something?
Even then, there are very few.
But vegetable soup is so good.
Let's just say there are very few exceptions. I'm still trying to find all of them. Like, potatoes are kind of an obvious one.
Well, potatoes are kind of like a universal spud. Like, I don't know anybody that hates potatoes. Like, it might not be their favorite, but it's like they don't hate it.
It depends a lot for me how it's prepared and what it has with it.
Or
But
stop
they,
judging
but
me.
when just
Judging.
eating like mashed potatoes or so, it's hard for me to finish them.
When does the biome change?
Cooked
Over
zucchini and squash. I haven't had
Also,
squash,
Michi,
but I have had yeah.
If ever you come here or I go over there, you'll probably be happy to know that I actually prefer to use sirloin meat.
Well, that's good.
Mhm.
That's what makes me sad though, because Cody grew up on the like meat logs. Okay, because here's another reason why I like I like good meat. Okay, well, it can be taken really out of context, but you don't have to season high grade meat because it just tastes amazing the way it is. When you have really low grade meat like the meat logs, and I've had to buy them because Cody loves them, you have to season the shit out of it and to like make it taste good. And that's why I'm like, you shouldn't have to season the shit out of something to make it taste good. But I understand the price difference because for a like 4-pound meat log, which you can turn into like 8 meals, it's $8. But for like a little thing of ground sirloin that'll make like a meal, it's like $10. I know that might not sound like a lot, but that's a big difference when you're budgeting.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
you wait for the meat to go on sale.
It never goes on sale out here. We have chicken and fish go on sale, and the only fish Cody will ever eat, I've tried so many other things and he just won't touch it, is he will have barbecue salmon. But only barbecue salmon. I have made great fish dishes that taste amazing, and he'll smother it in barbecue sauce, and it always makes me mad.
Don't worry, Mitchie. I'll eat your fish meals.
Oh,
I
thank
love
you.
fish.
I love
Or
fish too.
judging me hardcore right
I
now.
love
I am
fish.
because you're a picky eater, and it's a pain in the ass to cook for you. And Kai, they don't eat any vegetables.
I do eat vegetables.
What do you eat? What vegetables do you eat?
Just
Minus potatoes.
corn.
Okay.
You
What
can't
else?
digest corn. Human bodies openly cannot digest corn. It tastes great, but you can't digest it. It just goes through you.
What else do you eat?
I guess it's a
Exactly.
good thing I don't like corn then.
Oh, you know a food that I used to like hate as a kid, and now it's like my favorite vegetable? Fucking onions. I used to hate onions.
I like onions.
But now like a good baked onion, like I won't eat an onion raw. I have seen somebody do that, and it made me want to puke. But like, if it's like in a certain type of sandwich,
I can only eat them raw.
or if it's in, well, you openly said you can't eat veggies cooked, so you're the exception, Christian. Oh yeah, a fresh red onion in a sandwich is so good. You can tell I'm hungry because I keep talking about food, but I can't.
I'm
eat.
hungry too.
I can't eat
Right.
until noon. I have to hold myself back because I was a good noodle and I like meal prepped for today last night. I was like, hey, I have my 2 little sandwiches that are in the perfect calorie count. You know, it was like 200 calories for both sandwiches. I like evened it all out. They looked really good. They were tuna sandwiches. I put them in the fridge. So that way I'm like, okay, when 2 o'clock rolls around, I'll have my 2 sandwiches, and then I can prep for my like late lunch dinner. And then I woke up in the middle of the night with a terrible migraine, and my stomach was killing itself. So I ate the sandwiches, and then I went back to bed, and I was like, God damn it, that was my lunch.
I got really confused for a second. I was like, wait, noon? But it's already past 2.
Yeah, here it's 11 a.m.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You're almost there, Mitchie.
I know, I can do it. Because
Almost.
the problem with me is the fact that I talked about it in my vlogs a couple of times, but pretty much how it works is like I have to do intermittent fasting because if I don't, I'll eat when I'm bored. Like it took me a long time to realize I was doing that, but talking to my doctor really helped me. And so he's like, okay, your time frame needs to be an 8-hour time frame that you can eat all your calories in, but you have to pace yourselves and you can't go past that because the problem with a lot of people, and mostly people who are Americans, they'll end up eating because they're bored. Like you'll think you're hungry and you'll want a snack, but you're not actually hungry. And he said it perfectly. He said like, if you cannot eat an entire apple, you're not hungry, you're just thirsty. And your body's telling you that you're hungry. Or you're bored and you get pleasure from eating because we're humans, it's kind of what we do. and you'll end up eating because you're bored, and then you'll end up overeating instead of undereating.
Oh boy.
Speaking of eating, I haven't
would
done that yet.
think I do that,
Yes, but we both just got up.
but
That's true.
but but then again, given what you said, I also not sure that I know for certain.
Well, because that was me. Like, for the longest time, I didn't think that I ate a lot because I don't eat big portions of things. Because I remember being like, yeah, I really don't eat a lot. And then I talked to my doctor, and he really opened my eyes. And he told me, he's like, okay, I want you to write down everything you eat in a day, like, for one day. You have to, like, physically write it down. And then I did, and I'm like, oh, shit, I am eating a lot throughout the day. I'm just eating little bits of it. And so...
That makes sense. Well, I don't think I actually know myself to be eating all that much, even in the little. Actually, I prefer to eat pretty much get it done all at once.
That's really bad.
What?
You're not supposed to get like all of your calories in one meal. That's really bad. That's bad for your
Oh
metabolism.
no! I mean, like, get the meal done all in one.
Okay, I get what
I
you're
think
saying.
I miscommunicated there.
Okay, no, I get what you're saying now. I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
GGB's is right. Like, if you need a snack, get something like yogurt or a fruit.
I like yogurt, and I like fruit. Speaking of which, I need to get more yogurt.
Yogurt is amazing. I love
Also-
yogurt. Yeah.
Also, this is actually it really applies to everyone, but mostly to those who are currently joining me for my role-playing game, but Star Wars is
Sorry!
Going to be-
Sorry that I'm not much of a Star Wars fan.
no, this actually can apply to you and even Pice if you want to as well, but Star Wars is not going to be the only thing we're doing.
What else are you guys gonna be doing?
I know that I have another world lined up for doing a role-playing game campaign in,
Oh, that's
Which-
cool.
which for the time being I've been calling the Forge World. It's
Isn't that
probably going to be science fantasy as per usual, but mostly on the fantasy side.
That's not bad.
And it's also going to be post-apocalyptic.
Nice. I'm
Sort-
just,
Sort of...
Huh?
Oh,
No.
pardon.
No, go ahead.
Taking a fair bit of influence from Breath of the Wild.
Speaking of Breath of the Wild, Anna let me borrow it for the Switch. I want to talk about that for a hot second. So I only ever played the Wii U version. Now, I don't know if there was an update or a patch. I know the Wii U one never got one. But I'm sitting here like, wow, so many of the potions that were useless in the Wii U version are super helpful in this one. Because,
Really?
like, yeah, if I made a haste potion, or like a hasty food, or an armored food, the like, having a higher attack worked, but if I had the higher defense, or that, in the Wii U version, it didn't do dick. Like, it did not do anything. So I would cook them to sell them. And then I made them here, and I'm like, wait a minute, Link is actually faster. What? And then I looked it up, and I guess a couple other people with the Wii U version were having that.
I did not... Well, I wonder why.
I think it's because this sounds bad. They didn't care about the Wii U version because they were working on the Switch version. So I feel like it was like, okay, we'll make it work. Cause the gamepad is also so much more responsive than the Wii U one was. Not that it was bad, but there was a bit of a lag I had to get used to. And then when I got out the Switch one, I'm like, oh my god, it's like perfect. Because like it was to a point when I was playing my Wii U one that I had to turn off my motion controls at a certain point because it was just too annoying.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I just don't use the motion controls. They bother me in the first place.
I
yeah.
use the motion controls.
I
I also
like-
use them in
I-
Splatoon as well.
I like the motion controls. Yeah, I like it for Splatoon. I like it for, like, aiming. Like, when I'm using my bow and aiming, I like the motion controls, but, like, in general, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't ever hold my controller straight, so it always just.
I like that too. I'm a
the
lazy gamer. Like, that's why I feel bad because people want, like, when they see me, they're like, "Why are you gonna are you gonna webcam?" I'm like, laid back in my chair. I look like a sack of potatoes. Like, I'm not like those cool streamers that are like, they have the perfect aesthetic around them when they do their hair and makeup for it. I'm just like, no, this is me. I'm not knocking people who do that.
That's
Just for
me.
me, that takes way too much work to play a game.
I have a problem with the
Well,
What's wrong with this? What's your problem?
Do you know if you actually, quote unquote, turn it off, it doesn't actually turn off?
Oh yeah, it just goes into sleep mode.
Yeah, even though when you select the option of turn off,
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah, the only reason it'll turn off is if you let the battery fully die.
Yeah. It's annoying shit. What?
You still have to live stream me playing Portal.
Yes, we do. We need to finish
Oh,
that.
I love Portal. You guys need to do that.
She's never played it before, and I've played it multiple times.
Oh my god, so have Christian and I, and we finally like beat the multiplayer not too long ago, and the extra multiplayer. Because we didn't know there was like a didn't you say, Christian, it's like a hidden multiplayer thing when you beat it?
Well, it was an extra. It was an extra chapter that was introduced afterwards. Unfortunately, they didn't go anywhere with it
Right.
after that, considering it was a somewhat of a cliffhanger.
I thought
You
it was
wanna
funny.
talk
But
about
it was, but yeah, it was hilarious how that ended.
No, he was watching, remember?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
was
was-
watching.
Masuda was watching, but Mitchie doesn't know about
Yeah, I
it.
was watching.
She broke one of the chest chambers.
How'd you break a test chamber?
So we're playing Portal 1. I don't remember which test chamber specifically
Oh,
it was.
okay,
It was
okay.
one-
Technically, I have not played Portal 1. I watched a Let's Play of Portal 1.
Okay, well, it's the test chamber that has the 2 buttons that you have to get the 2 cubes for.
Mhm.
Early in the test chambers. And she fucking puts the cubes on the buttons. Everything lights up, but the door doesn't open.
Oh my god! You did break it.
Oh, and then there's another one where there's 2 ways to get into the...
Well, that second way isn't technically supposed to be there. They were going to remove it from the game and decided not to.
I almost did it.
Ugh.
Oh, God.
Also, speaking of streams, I've decided to hold off on streaming for now.
How come? Internet?
Yeah, I think that's the main
No,
cause of it.
that'll do it.
Because my last stream did not go well, which I'm kind of glad that the only person that came to watch was Will.
I've had that happen. It is disheartening. Like, a lot of people will be like, just stream anyway. It's like, but if your internet's so bad that it's so laggy and disjointed and you're cutting out all the time, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Like, the audio and the visuals became desynced.
Oh, that's bad.
And,
Really?
like, the audio was further ahead than the video was, and even then, it never caught up to the point where I actually ended
Huh.
the stream. It was so weird.
I bless
So,
thee
yeah,
in the name
I'm-
of the God Emperor.
I'm dying.
No death allowed.
Yeah, Angel.
Oh, there's also a...
If Or is not allowed to die, you're not allowed to die because you're with him
Hi.
now.
Hi,
It's
you
me.
can't die.
Oh,
You're an
Zoo.
eldritch being of chaos.
Sorry, Pyth.
It's allergies.
Oh, I feel you. We've been
Ah.
getting so much rain that I've had to be I've had to be taking. I have had to make sure. Right, grammar. I have had to make sure that that's not even proper. Fuck it. That I take my allergy pill every day because of all the rain we've had. If I don't, I'm dying. Like, I am just a sneezing ball of mess.
We've been having a lot of rain here, too.
I mean, I love it. I love rain because rain is good.
Me too.
I hate liquid precipitation that falls from the sky.
What was that I just made?
What the fuck?
I do not know.
I did not know either.
I hissed. I don't know what that was.
That was an attempt at a hiss, but
Did you
it
hiss at
came out
me?
of something else.
Me? Yes, I did. I hissed at you
Why?
because you don't like rain. I live in the state that our freeway catches on fire with how hot it gets. Let me keep
I
the
live in
rain
the
from the
South.
sky.
I live in the south in
And I-
areas of swamp. I don't want rain,
I
please.
love that. I might be moving there someday. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So speaking about California, I gotta talk about this for a hot second. So more of how expensive our shit is here. So I was at my friend's house for his birthday, and they put literally all of their life savings into this condo, okay? And they make pretty good money. I was like, wow, this is great. Like, how much do you guys pay for it? Because they put a fuck ton down. And it's like, oh yeah, we pay about 33 a month. I'm like, 3,300? And he's like, yeah, 3,300. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, that's cheaper than a house. And I'm like, you put your entire life savings into this place, and you're still paying over $3,000 for a 2-bedroom. And he's like, yeah, that's California.
Ugh.
It's a beautiful apartment, don't get me wrong. But it ain't worth $3,000 a month. Plus, I already know how much they put down, so the fact that they put over the triple digits down on something, they should not be paying that much. And then I look into places like South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas, and Washington, and all the places that Cody and I would move to. And it's like, oh yeah, you can get like a 5-bedroom house for what I'm paying for in rent right now. And I'm like, huh.
Yeah, you want to know why I moved down here?
Yeah, you can afford it.
Yeah, a studio apartment where I used to live specifically. I used to work 40 hours a week.
I
Would
remember.
not have been able to afford a studio. Studio was at least $1,000 a month with nothing included.
Yeah. I've had a couple of people ask, like, if you make enough money, why don't you just move? And I'm like, because Cody's job is here right now. But we do plan on moving. We do plan on moving.
Come to this state,
Go to
please.
North Carolina. This state sucks.
Fair enough. You've lived here a lot longer than I have.
This place sucks.
Well, here's the
It's
problem.
cheap, but it's fucking terrible.
Why? You have seasons.
The entire state is a swamp.
Yeah. I know. I've been there.
Not okay.
I like it.
There's nothing okay with that.
She lives in California.
And you don't want to live in a swamp. If you have a choice, don't live in a swamp.
I mean, it's better than living in a desert.
This is
And
true.
go to North Carolina, where they
How
actually
hot do your hottest summers get?
It's good. It's probably gonna hit around 100 degrees or more this weekend.
Oh,
it's already over 100 degrees.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
This is not considered hot.
okay, because I was gonna say our average summer's like 115 to 120. It's so
Yeah.
bad that we literally have warnings that they're like, yeah, be careful because homeless people might be dying on the streets. And it's like, when
my
you give
God.
us warnings like that, I think there's a problem, California.
The temperature will get up to about that heat, but we also have 100% humidity.
That's true. I forgot you guys have humidity. I'm used to
Yeah.
the dry heat. That is true.
This is wet heat.
This is very wet.
It's very moist.
Ew.
I'm dying.
Moist heat.
A lot of people
I
have been
actually-
moving to Texas, and I've been seeing apartment complex after apartment complex going up. Yeah, that's happening, and that's because people from California can't afford to live here, so they're just yeeting to other states. Pretty much California, I know it sounds bad, but that's kind of why I want to go to a state that's like not like California, because a lot of Californians I know are going to the states that are like California, and then turning those states into California.
Oh God.
No, it's true. It is true. If you go into like, and they just know you're Californian. It's true. I remember when, what was it? We were going to Oregon. No, we were going to Washington, and we stopped off in Oregon, and we went into a place, and we were just talking about how nice it is that they don't have sales tax in Oregon, but their property tax is through the roof to make up for the fact they don't have sales tax. Keep that in mind. And like, we got some of the nastiest looks. Like, are you guys living here too? And we're like, what? No. And they're like, well, good, because of you guys, our rent's going up everywhere. And I'm like, we're just visiting. Sorry.
Jeez.
I'll just enjoy my hipster sandwich in peace.
Yeah, that's a problem in New York too. A lot of people are moving from there to like
Well, it's
the
because
Carolinas. I've noticed.
it's because they can't afford it. Like, people are bitching about it, but it's like the price of living is so high. Perfect example, like I said, my friend fucking pays $3,000 for a 2-bedroom that he paid for, so he's not moving anytime soon. That's his. And like I said, it's a nice condo, but like they also want to have a kid soon, and I'm kind of like, how are you gonna have a kid in a place like this? Because it's a lot of stairs. like a lot of really narrow stairs, and I'm a paranoid person. So I'm like, I would not be able to have a baby in that kind of environment. But
I'm the only one left here.
I'm sorry, Pyth. Well, hey, if you go to college, maybe you can room with them.
Yeah, I want to leave New York whenever I can. As fast
We're
as
gonna come steal you. You don't have a choice.
I'm saying, Pyth, graduate high school. Graduate high school, then go to a college out there and be like, okay, I'm moving in with friends I met online, bye.
I think my dad would actually kind of murder me.
If you left?
Yeah, if I just said, I have internet friends, he'd be like, what?
Wait, he doesn't know that you have internet friends?
My mom does.
Oh, okay. It's okay. I know one of my other friends' parents were like that, where they were like, you're talking with people on the internet, but you have friends in real life. It's like, thanks.
Oh.
Thanks.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Or
I
do you
can't
wanna
be myself with the people in real life, because if I do that, then they're just gonna shun me.
What?
Oh boy.
I'm just saying, can't be my true self around my friends in real life. I can around my internet friends.
Yeah.
You'll find your niche. somewhere.
Niche.
Niche. That.
I have like one friend in real life.
You correcting other people's grammar. You're learning.
Get the fuck out of my room.
Oh, the ring key.
No, give me the keys. They can't go anywhere now.
I'm sorry, I have to take her to work.
That's if I leave.
You should.
Not until this is over.
I'm aware.
Wait. Are you guys gonna be late for work?
No.
Oh no.
No.
I don't have work till 5, so.
I just have something I need to do later that I can leave to go do at any time.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where I'm gonna move when I'm older though. I'm still.
Say what, Pine?
I don't know where I'm gonna move when I'm older or what I'm gonna do.
You don't have a choice.
You're coming here.
That sounds so sketchy. What the hell?
It sounds like a threat.
Listen.
I know. It sounds like a threat. It's like, no, you don't get a choice. We're gonna drive down there. We're gonna go to your fucking house. We're gonna kidnap you. We're gonna take you to the fucking south. And you're gonna live with us in our bro mansion. It's like, wait, what?
What do you think he did to Angel?
That's different. You're dating Angel.
That
was not when they were dating.
Yeah.
I know, but they had the fifis.
Nah.
I
how that
fucking called it. I didn't say anything, but I was like, the second
fact.
Angel was like, I'm moving in with a friend. Oh, where? Oh, I'll tell you guys later. And I'm like, this bitch is moving in with Orr. I'm gonna give it 2 months. 2 months. And then they're gonna say, hey, we got fifis for each other. And then guess what happened 2 months fucking later? I was right.
It wasn't even no. It wasn't 2 months. There was a bet amongst the people who help us out.
Yeah.
Like the adults that help us out. About how long it would take for them to get together.
Mm-hmm.
My friend Colin bet a week. The old guy we live with, Tim, he's really cool. He bet less than a month. Everyone else betted longer than a month, and Tim won the bet.
It was a week.
No, it was 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Which is why Colin didn't win.
Well, see, fifis. I can now officially say I can be a matchmaker because you both pay me and you met through me. I can officially put that in my resume now, thanks to you guys.
Hell yeah.
Michi's dating service.
Right? Get to know each other through likenesses and weirdness.
Oh, I should specify, when I moved down here, one of my old coworkers stalked Orr.
Really?
On Facebook, but here's the thing: I don't use my Facebook.
Actually, I used your Facebook specifically to tell them to stop fucking stalking you.
Oh yeah, I called them out and I was like, "Hey, fuck off!" Quite literally, actually.
But why would they do that?
Were you on Forge World?
I mean, it could be because it was an online thing. Because the same thing kind of happened to my friend Anna. Well, Aerofax, you guys know her. When she moved out here to move in with her boyfriend, her family, even though, keep in mind, at that time, Anna, let's see, I was 21. She was 24 or 25. I can't remember exactly. But she was an adult and been living on her own in Tennessee and everything else. And she wanted to move down here to move in with her boyfriend and be back with her friends and family because all of her friends and family were out here. So she told them she was moving back to California and moving in with her boyfriend, and her family was like, wait, you're not moving in with your female friend? And she's like, no, I'm moving in with my boyfriend that I've been online dating for 2 years. And they're like, why would you do that? And they gave her such shit for it.
What do you mean, why would she do that?
Exactly. It's like,
You've been dating for 2 years.
Well, that plus, like, they knew each other in person before that, and they had known each other longer online, too. The first year that she met Chris was the first year I met him, because we both met at Anime Expo.
Nice.
Yeah. He didn't go to the con, we met him outside the con. We got to hang out with him, and it was fun. But, like, it was just really irritating, because it's like, I understand if you're young, and you're, like, you know, in your early 20s, but like early 20s, so I mean like 2021, I can kind of understand that, but it's like, at that point, she'd been living on her own since she was 18 in Tennessee, so like, it wasn't like she was still living with her parents, and she was paying all of her own stuff, and her family still is pissed off at that. They're like, well, you lied to us about where you, it's like, you weren't a part of her life, why do you care?
I feel like I should also specify
Because parents... No, sorry.
the only reason that my old coworker cared was because I was moving to a different state. If I had moved in with some rando on Craigslist and still worked at my old job, she would not have gave a shit.
Because you're still there working the night shift.
Yeah.
And she doesn't.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but I mean, from what you told me, your old work fucking abused you, man. Like, the way they would fucking make you do all this overtime shit, and they wouldn't pay you for holidays. Which, by the way, is BS. By law, they have to pay you if you work on national holiday.
Yeah.
The only ones they don't have to pay you for are the, like, the BS kind of holidays. I hate to say it, but, like, you don't really need to get paid for, at least the one I worked at a supermarket. Like, I didn't get paid for, like, President's Day, or, Memorial Day, or, what was the other one? There was another one that was, like, Veterans Day. Like, I didn't get paid for any of those, but if it was, like, Christmas, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Easter, I would get paid for those. I'd get holiday pay for those. I even got paid for Super Bowl Sunday because we were a supermarket, and everybody came on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah. What's funny is you were hired as part-time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you worked 40 hours a week.
Yeah, and how often did you work 40 hours a week? Because by law in the States, if you work 40 hours a week for an entire month straight, they have to give you full-time benefits. By law, they have to, even if they're a small business.
You worked 40 hours a week like every week, didn't you?
Yeah.
Almost every week, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
until they tried to like change that, and they're like, fuck, we're gonna only like have you work 4 hours instead of like your usual, so that way you're just making under 40 hours.
That's
Capitalism at its finest.
Oh, apparently my old job has also gone to shit.
really? So's Cody's. Please tell me what's happened.
So from what I know, the person that was talking, she refused to close anymore, and she was the only other person out of our entire store that knew how to close. Keep in mind, I gave them 3 weeks notice that I was leaving. So they could train somebody new.
Or find someone.
And you gave him 3 weeks notice? You gave him 3 weeks notice. 3.
Yeah, almost a whole month.
Yeah, because you're only allowed by law, like, not allowed. You're only required to give 2 weeks notice.
Yeah, I let them know like a month in advance, but I didn't tell them, like, I'm like, it's sometime in April. But then when I knew the exact date, I told them the date.
Like, I had a thing I was going to say and I've forgotten it. Shoot.
Rip.
But yeah, so we had maybe one person besides like this one coworker that knew how to close, but they changed her hours to where she opens.
The fact that not everyone in your store who was working your position didn't know how to close means that something was not being done right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because that's
Clearly.
That is something that everyone who works at the front end should know how to do.
Yeah, because I was a part-time, and I mean part-time. The most I'd ever work is maybe 30 hours in a busy store a week. But they taught even me how to open and close if I had to.
Nope.
Hell, when I was a driver at Jimmy John's, the managerial staff like trusted me enough that sometimes they would be like, "Hey, can you run the bank statements to the bank and stuff?" Like at the end of the night, or like in the middle of the day. Like they would just be like, "Hey, we need you to do the bank drop off," and I'd be like, "Alright," because like they had to keep their drivers on a really short leash, so they knew what was up, so they could do that kind of thing. That's always fun.
Oh my god, but like, no, I
Always
don't
had-
understand, because it's the same thing what happened with Cody at his old job. Like, Cody, first of all, he had to drive the farthest compared to everybody else. And everybody knew that he would have to drive an hour one way to go to places. And every other Saturday, Cody was supposed to work in open, but he ended up working almost every Saturday because the fucker, and I'm calling him a fucker, okay, who lived 10 minutes away, would call 20 minutes after they were supposed to open because the other people couldn't get in, and be like, Cody, I'm not feeling well. Can you please let the people in? And it got to a point, I kid you not, their boss had to put, Cody called it the kindergarten calendar up in their workshop because of how much this guy, I'll call him Vaseline, would do this. Okay? And to the point where Vaseline, he's in his 30s too, so he was older than us. And he would like, why are we being treated like children? And Cody's boss is like, because somebody, Vaseline, hasn't worked Saturdays in over 6 months. When you live 10 minutes away. If you want to call off sick, fine, but you can unlock the door so the other people who are getting screwed over, who are hourly pay, can at least get their proper time in. Because the people would be waiting out there. Like, they'd be waiting out there for hours, waiting for Vaseline or Cody to show up to let them into the store on Saturdays. So it was screwing over everybody. And then once Cody left, everything went downhill. Like, all the illegal shit finally got taken care of. The original owner that was doing said illegal shit got fired from his own company that he founded. And karma is beautiful. Well, because he would do stuff where he's like, what do you mean my employees have worked 13 straight days with no break and that I have to give them time off? What? No, that's not how that works. What, you traveled for 4 days and you didn't get a day off? Well, you're still expected to work a 9-hour shift when you get in on Monday.
I think it's funny because my one coworker is in her 50s. And she's so into the drama with the young teens. It's ridiculous.
Wasn't there illegal stuff going on at your job?
Yes.
No.
Which one?
Can everyone hear me?
The Jimmy John?
Yeah, I can hear you, Christian.
Okay, because I lost my connection.
Oh, I'm sorry.
About the point that Orr said he was trusted with the bank statements. That
wasn't me. That was my roommate Kai.
Yo.
About the time that Kai said he was trusted with his bank statements.
Hello, dude named Kai.
I'm not a dude.
Oh, sorry.
It's cool.
Hi, girl named Kai. I'm sorry.
Not quite that either.
Hi, person named Kai. I'm sorry.
Yo, what's up? Hi, sorry, I'm Kai.
Listen here, you little shit.
Well, I don't want to be rude. I do feel bad because I have misgendered people on accident, and I do genuinely feel really bad. So I'm I don't.
It's totally fine. It's totally cool. You are forgiven.
Thank you, Quais.
Let's see. Illegal shit. Yeah, there was some shit at Jimmy John's where the general manager who hired me was, one, putting her sister on hours that she wasn't, putting both her sister and herself on hours they weren't working, and two, her sister was 14 and could not legally work at the store.
Wait, hold on. I blanked for a minute. 14?
Yes. and she could not legally work in that store. But the general manager would still put her on for hours.
Oh my god.
That she didn't even work half the time, by the way. So they were stealing hours from like everyone, and our labor was always like ridiculously high, and corporate kept like crawling up her ass about it until like Alima and I forget the other guy's name went through the hours and were like, wait, they weren't here then, or then. Why the hell are they on the schedule or on the payroll for it? So they brought it to corporate, and the corporate fired the general manager. It was just like, you're never going to get a job like this again. So that was fun. I don't know if he got caught for it, but the guy who was helping Alima would sell weed out of the back of the store.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and he would ask, and like whenever he had to do it, he would like just be like, "I'm going to the back," and I'm like sitting at the front, like, "What if I have to take a delivery, motherfucker?" And he'd be like, "Don't worry about it," and I'm like, "This is not how this job is supposed to work." But like apparently he made enough money from selling weed that theoretically he didn't actually need to work there. So he had very low commitment to the job. It was all sorts of fun stuff.
How about no?
Yeah, no. I'm glad I got out of there. Which I got out of there for a stupid fucking reason too.
Yeah, my store is currently dealing with a lawsuit.
Ha! I'm not. You know,
Wow.
it's almost like there were signs. Ha, ha, ha. What's the? Do you know what the lawsuit's about? I mean, I can take a guess, but
It's not for me. It's actually for another one of my coworkers because of how he was treated, both him and his brother.
what happened?
His brother ended up. The brother worked overnights, and apparently the overnight manager treated him like garbage, and it ended up having him. He ended up quitting, and actually has to go to counseling because some of the shit.
I had to leave because of like my boss doing illegal shit too. I think I told you guys where like I was told, and in the handbook I was looking at this, I was told that when I was pushing carts in the 115-degree heat, I wasn't allowed to drink water because if I get caught drinking water again, I'll get fired.
That is something I think is ridiculous.
That's
illegal.
Pretty fucking illegal.
Yeah, and so then when I put in my 2 weeks,
You're in California?
yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely
No,
illegal.
it's illegal. And in the handbook, it even said that the people doing the carts had to have water because of how fucking hot it is. And no, my boss told me, well, first of all, she pulled me outside of the store to the back of the store where the cameras weren't, and then began to degrade me, telling me about that, telling me that I haven't improved at all since I was working there, that I really need to start losing weight if I want to work in this kind of industry, and that if she catches me drinking water again, I'm going to be fired. And so I was like, okay, so my next shift, I put in my 2 weeks, and because it wasn't worth it. It was not worth it for minimum wage. It just wasn't fucking worth it.
Yeah.
And so I put in my 2 weeks, and the manager told me to my face, okay, bye. And I was like, all right, well, can I have my schedule? She's like, no, leave.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay. And then about 2 weeks later, I got my last check in the mail.
Oh, hey. It's that one. Hoseki no Kuni.
This?
It looks like it.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely
But yeah,
Land of Lustrous fan art. And that's just...
I hope that your friend's lawsuit goes well, though, because that's BS.
I actually managed to give them some information because the stuff that they were suing for was because of his treatment. Because my one coworker would literally refer to him as I don't like saying this word.
Well, then think of another word if you don't like saying it.
Hold on.
Was it a...
Mentally, I'm gonna...
Or!
Yes?
You're a bad person.
That's bad.
Say you're sorry.
But
Say you're sorry.
Say you're sorry.
But why? I say it all the time.
Or
Or
I'm gonna smack you.
What?
I'm a fight. Say you're sorry.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
But they would call him stuff like that and pretty much just talk about him like garbage. And it got to the point where it's like I ended up having a chat because my one coworker was chatting me and talking about how he was an idiot. So I ended up giving it to his mom.
Ha, that's great.
I'm like, here you go. I don't care. I don't work here anymore.
Rip.
Because here's the thing. He's a good kid. Work ethic is kind of but he's a good kid. Did not deserve to be treated like garbage.
Oh yeah. See, there's a difference between when someone's a little slow to things to when someone's being an asshole and doesn't want to work. There's a huge difference there.
Like my coworker who would literally just crochet when she was supposed to be in charge.
Yeah, I had that happen too. Not with crocheting, but I had a girl come in. She came in hungover, so hungover that she had like the glasses, she had hickeys all around. Like, it looked disgusting. I don't normally judge. I'm gonna be honest. I don't normally judge, but like, she had like hickeys all over her neck, and it was very clearly hickeys. Her, like, we weren't required to wear makeup, but you could wear makeup, so her makeup was all smeared. It looked really bad. And then she turned on her light, and then laid her head down at her cash register. And then when people would come to like put their groceries on, she would turn it off and be like, "No, I'm closed today." And then I would like, and then me and a couple other coworkers that were hired with me would complain about it, and they're like, "No, she's a part of the union. We can't fire her. It's fine. Just ignore her." And it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's the annoying thing. I work for a union. I've worked for unions as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for certain things. But
Exactly. Well, here's the problem. It's because of people like that most places don't like unions. That's the big reason.
Yeah.
Unions are great, but there are way too many people who abuse the system.
What the fuck is calling in poker chips for?
I don't know. It's almost like we're playing a game that takes place in a place that gambling happens. We might need to go to a casino to get a job.
Why would we need poker chips? That's just going too far.
Immersion.
No.
Yes.
Is this for Shadowrun?
Probably.
Oh my god.
He is asking about it in the Shadowrun chat.
God fucking damn it, Colin. This is what I have
Listen,
to
you
do.
probably won't have to play poker because you're probably not even going to be there.
No, my character plays Magic.
That too. The rest of us are like, let's play a more high-class game, like poker.
What are you talking about? Magic is high class.
If you actually say that in game, my character's just going to give you the most disgusted look.
Listen, she played Magic professionally and also made professional forgeries, but that's besides the point.
Wait,
You
what?
made your money off of
What did I
forgery.
miss?
Wait, what?
Oh, so we have a Shadowrun game, and
Cyberpunk plus Magic.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, no, I know
And
what
my-
Shadowrun is.
Yeah.
and my character, because in canon, Magic the Gathering is still a thing, and my character, 1, played Magic professionally, and 2, made Magic forgeries.
And that's why she was
Nerd.
filthy freaking rich, is because she would make really good forgeries.
She has hundreds of thousands of dollars in Magic cards.
Well.
I mean, I'm
How
not
many-
surprised. I know some people who are like that. And here I am with my
Yes.
little cheap decks that are just,
Really?
I have my Soren deck and I have my Jace deck and I'm good.
Naheb
Oh.
the good boy.
Naheb. But no.
I really want, what's his name? Soren's uncle? I think it's his uncle. I want his commander deck.
Markov.
Edgar
Yeah.
Markov.
I want his
That's a
commander
fun
deck.
deck.
I want his commander
fucking
deck
hate
so
playing
bad,
it.
but it's so
Edgar Markov
expensive.
is such a great deck.
It's
I
so
almost
expensive, and it's what I really, really want.
I almost won.
Our friend Colin has an Edgar Markov Vampire Tribal commander deck, and oh boy, that thing is fun. It has basically every good vampire you could possibly have in it.
I almost beat it.
Let's go see how much that deck is.
Yeah.
It's expensive now. I should have gotten it when it first came out because it wasn't that expensive when it came out.
Oh, are you talking about the precon?
What? I don't.
Yeah, I mean, most of it's from the precon.
That's,
Like, most of his Markov deck is from the precon. He just took out some of the, like, white stuff and some of the red stuff and just added more of the black vampires. Because black vampires, all the best vampires are in black.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like Captivating Vampire, but I think Captivating Vampire comes in precon.
Well, one of my favorite ones, and I know it's a bitch card, but it's a good card, was I think it's Vampire Nighthawk, because it has, like, Flying, Life Leech, and Death Touch, I think.
Yeah, Nighthawk's a good one.
Yeah, and I know, and she's, like, I think, like, a 2-summon, isn't she? It's been a long time since I played.
I think she's a 3-drop, but she's good.
Yeah.
I wish I knew more about Magic.
It's really fun. It's really fun.
But
that's pretty much all I know.
Captivating Vampire in that deck is BS, though.
Which one?
Because the one that you tap 5 untapped vampires and then just, hey, you know that creature? It's mine now, and it's a vampire.
I have that one. I have that card in my Sorin deck. I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, no, in Edgar's deck, that's so broken.
I also have...
Every time the vampires do something, more vampires.
Yeah, I have another one, too, where I have a card where it's something like every vampire I have on the field gets, like, a +1/+1 bonus, and every time I add another vampire, the bonus, like, raises.
Yep. The deck costs about $500.
Yeah, see? It's way too expensive. When it came out, it was like...
This is the customized deck. That's not the precon.
How much is the precon?
I remember when it came out, it was like $50, but I was like, I'll wait for it to go down in price, and now I just cry.
And it has never gone down in price.
I know,
Here's
it's
the
only
thing
gone
you
up in
learn.
price.
Magic never goes down in price unless it gets reprinted.
I know.
Edgar Markov,
Precons.
Ugh. Excellently highlighted.
And see, I love Magic, but I don't love it that much, and I don't have $500. Someday, I hope to have that kind of money, to where I'm like, okay, here's $500 for fucking cards, but I don't have that day.
What?
Oh, damn it.
Why is it 140?
Because it's a good deck.
Yeah, but its card list is not valued that much. Like, I know it comes with, what's that white spell? Teferi's Protection. I know it comes with Teferi's Protection, but damn.
Okay, it's technically valued at $114.
Yeah.
But with upselling and people trying to make a profit, it'll usually it'll be about 140.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just the precon deck.
Hold on, I have the precon list on my tapped out. How much does its value come to? Because it's unedited. Yeah. Edgar Markov precon. How much are you by yourself? It's about $100.
That's with a foil Edgar, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah.
And I would feel terrible asking somebody to, like, get me that deck.
I can go through my cards again and pull what I have left of my Edgar Markov precon, because I actually have it.
Twice.
And I don't use it, because I don't play Mardu.
Mardu is the only tricolor stuff I'll do.
Grixis!
Fuck your Grixis.
I love Grixis.
Fuck your Storm.
I love Storm. Storm is great.
Storm is awful.
Or made me a deck, and the only reason he made me that deck was because it was...
It's Angel Tribal.
Yeah.
You have all of the angels, including the angel made by Soren.
You mean the dead one?
Yeah.
Avison?
Avison. She's not dead, she was unmade. There's a difference.
It's very hard to see. It's 3 dark.
Potato.
Oh my god.
Instead of Star Dragons, it's Magic today.
Right? And you did it. You brought them back into the conversation. You brought Star Dragons into this.
What? Star Dragons is a fucking closed species that I honestly don't know enough about to care.
Oh my god, I have to pay Sky!
What do you have to pay Sky for?
I bought one of Sky's babies.
Oh, which one?
Oh god, which one is it? Sky doesn't have it in her thing anymore. She has it hidden away for me. I have to message her. I have the money.
Forgot.
I completely forgot about it.
I know nothing about Star Dragons. Is anyone saying anything in the chat? Because I haven't been paying attention.
Well, they were talking about, what was it? Someone has a Rainbow Bolus, tricolored, or no, a Rainbow Bolus deck where everything costs 5 mana.
Remember?
Huh?
Wait, there's a 5-mana bolus?
Look for Vero, Vetrasi. I can't say it.
I'm seeing. Is there a bolus of 5 colors?
I thought bolus was
Bolus is usually Grixis, but
yeah.
Everything.
I know the new Niv Mizzet is
Yeah, the new Niv is 5 colors.
Much to Colin's chagrin. He is so mad that it is a 5-color deck.
Oh, it uses all 6 boluses.
Okay.
Oof. Oh no.
That's power.
Oh, you should get the new bolus that came out for the Planeswalkers.
What's his ability again? Just fuck your Planeswalker.
If you ult him and you don't have a Planeswalker or something else, you lose the game.
Right, yeah, he's just like, hey, if you don't have like a Planeswalker, lose.
Wait, really?
Yeah, bolus, the new bolus from the like battle, the newest set was
real quick, sorry. For new people, we're talking about Magic the Gathering.
Yes.
His ult was just hey, do you have a Planeswalker? No. Lose the game.
Oh, I'm sorry, Christian.
Yep.
It's all right. I do want to continue later on when you're done, when this conversation's over, talk a little bit more about that one RPG setting that I mentioned.
Myth.
For a second, I thought that I lost my connection again.
No, just listening.
I don't care about Modern Horizons. There's the new Urza.
Oh, my ears. Oh.
Urza.
Oh god, there's a lot on here for the. Yeah. Oh. They're bringing back snow-covered lands. Holy shit.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
What?
Okay. Snow-covered lands were a thing they added in like a super early set that was based around like Arctic creatures and whatnot. And they were a way to work around things like extraplanar lens, where you could get more mana for a certain type of land. So if you put it on island, all islands gave you more mana. But instead, you have a snow-covered island, and in all likelihood, you're the only person running it.
Oh.
So only you can benefit from it.
They're gonna go down in price too, because they're reprinting them. And look, they're full arts.
Yes. All of this is good.
Erect nipples.
Oh my god.
Well then.
Look at these lands as well. Look at the dual lands. These are not bad dual. They're better pink.
Everybody, look at this thing that no one else can see.
I mean, he's specifically telling me to look at them.
No, I know. It's just, it's funny.
I mean, I could turn on the screen share.
I mean, if you want, I don't
No
care.
one cares. Does that even work? Hold on, let's see. Does this work? Select the screen.
Just make sure you don't have anything that can like hurt me on your screen.
Don't kill Mitchie.
Let's see. No, it's just all magical. It's just all magic.
Ah!
Whoops. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, look at these.
Ooh.
Look at these beautiful lands.
Those are really pretty.
That is actually really good looking. I'm excited for that.
And they have better pain lands now.
Bro, I bet you Colin's gonna be so mad when he finds out they're reprinting snow-covered lands.
He has a bunch of the originals, so
Did he pay a lot for the originals?
Maybe. I know that it was his biggest. It was one of his biggest ways of getting more. It was his way of working around extraplanar lens, benefiting other people. In his
Niv decks.
Mm-hmm.
Because he would use snow-covered islands and mountains to prevent other people from benefiting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is why am I on Amazon? I don't care about Amazon. I need NTG because I can actually figure out, or TCG. Oh,
So they're about $2 a piece.
They probably actually already went down because they were more than that. They were like almost $5 a piece.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
oof.
He has a lot of these, and they're like were $5 a piece at the time.
Oh my God, they're less than 2.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And now they're reprinting them.
That's probably why they're less than.
And look, they're commons.
Oh boy.
All the normal people, all the normal and art people who aren't nerds in the chat are like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Oh,
other people I
you're right,
understand
because
saying-
the only lands that are going to come in this set are these ones.
Yes. Because there's not other basic lands they're showing.
There's a reason to buy packs for this now.
Yes. Snow-covered lands.
All of the snow-covered lands, please. But
Um,
if they're reprinting snow-covered lands, they're all... What? The Sword of Truth and Justice and the Sword of Steel and Steel. They're reprinting some of the swords?
Are those reprints, or are they just actually just new?
Are they're reprinting either swords or they're making new swords. Either way.
I've never even heard of swords.
the
Sword?
legendary swords are basically like dual-colored artifact equipment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're usually like opposites.
So
Like, Feast-
white and black, or Feast and Famine.
Yeah.
That's green and black.
Yeah, Feast and
Oh,
Famine,
okay.
Fire and Ice, stuff like that. Truth and Justice. Okay, MT Sword of Truth and Justice.
How come,
No,
how
it's
come your
something-
Google's all dark?
That's because I use Stylus.
Oh, okay. I was like, why is the
So
knife
no,
not
this is
dark?
they're making new swords. Holla! That's actually pretty cool. We're
Are
getting
new mocks?
We're getting a new Mox with Suspend?
What?
What?
Okay.
Well, look, they're reprinting this.
Ooh, alternate nature. Oh yeah, and then there's Morphon the Boundless.
We're not going to talk about that.
It's a weird thing, but it's a broken thing.
No one understands anything that's
Wait,
going.
but R, go back up.
What? Oh,
Okay.
up?
Yeah.
No, not slivers.
Oh
The
no, they're bringing
first
slivers back?
Sliver.
Because my brother
The
has
first
my
sliver.
My brother has a sliver deck.
Hey, the first sliver. It has Cascade. And sliver
They're
spells you
evil.
cast have Cascade.
Yeah, they're evil.
Yes, they are, and Sean's going to be so happy.
It's almost like they were already a five-color deck, and now their commander is a 7/7 for 5
I don't like this.
with Cascade, and it gives all the slivers Cascade, which is basically like, hey, I'm gonna play my commander, then do some and play another sliver for free, then bounce my commander and bring him back, play another sliver for free. Boop, 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 boop. I have a field of slivers!
They're reprinting Fact or Fiction.
Neat.
What else is
Oh yeah! Force of Negation.
Why?
Because fuck
Ooh,
you,
no!
no counter spells.
They're reprinting Storm!
Yes.
What?
Blusterstorm.
And the chat goes
Oh,
quiet.
they don't only ever just print one Storm card.
I'm aware.
The fuck is this set?
Terrifying dot
Don't
set.
mind me, I'm just here playing my game.
What you playing?
Heartbeat.
I'm gonna stop now. We're gonna stop this
Oh, hey,
now.
there was a counter spell.
Don't get me wrong, I love
What?
Magic too, but
Awesome.
everybody else has been dead for the conversation.
Yeah, we're done now. We're just gonna stop
I'm
now.
gonna now.
Before I find too much.
Before you have an aneurysm about the new set.
Make sure you turn your screen share
I need to
off.
buy a box.
Okay.
Oh, don't forget you wanted to show Mitchie the new bolus. That's the entire point you went for. The
Oh!
entire reason you went to that website.
Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. I just gotta find how to get to the set on this site.
Just send it to the Discord chat.
I will.
Okay, so Christian, I know you said you wanted to talk about something. Christian? Hello?
Oh, yeah, I wanted to go on a little bit more about the Forge world, if that's fine with everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
But I'm not gonna go on too long. Just say a few things for
I'm
it.
not gonna
But
do
yeah.
what Or just did. Is pretty much what you're saying.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad, Or.
I'm sorry, I like magic,
no,
alright?
it's not bad,
just
Or, because I also like magic,
Clearly.
and I'm fascinated by it, but I know not everybody else is.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
It's not so much that I'm not. It's
Did I
just
just
that
miss
I
a
don't
magic
have
talk?
enough knowledge to
Oh yeah,
actually.
Pyth, you missed a magic talk. A very
Guys talk-
long magic talk.
Dang it.
Yeah, pretty much. But let's see.
What was that last set that came out?
Oh yeah, but one thing I want to do
Warp
for this world is not
Warp
include any standard of fantasy races,
So you're not gonna
including
have
humans.
So you're not gonna have what? So you're not gonna have humans.
I'm not gonna have-
You're not gonna have humans, elves, or orcs and stuff.
Right.
Huh.
There are only a few exceptions, 3 of them. There will be dragons, there will be fairies, and there will be draconi, which are pretty much my world's equivalent of dragonborn, but even then that might be overstating the similarities.
I sent the card.
They're basically half dragons.
Cool.
But aside from those 3, there aren't going to be any fantasy races. So I got a little bit of work cut out for me. Another thing I'm trying to avoid doing is make them too based on animals.
That's hard though, because it's really easy to like base them off of things you know.
Yeah. It's a challenge I am undertaking. Like, they're definitely allowed to have certain animal features, they just can't be based wholly on animals.
Yeah. Oh god, like I love working on lore stuff, because like I was recently working on like lore for my drakes and stuff, and I was like, it's always so much fun. And then I'm sitting here like, I need to work on ticks and turns. Not that
I need to work on my story stuff.
Not that I'm bad with ticks and turns, it's just like my editor has been going through pretty much my year last year is like all of my friends' year this year, and I feel terrible because of it. And so it's like, with my friends going through a hard time, I'm like, I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to be a dick.
Well, I can't wait to read it when it comes out.
Thank you. It's I'm already, with how things are going and how in the con prep and everything, I'm like, I'm going to have to do it next year.
I'm getting better with books, though. I'm almost finished with one that I started like 2 years ago.
The Percy Jackson one, right? Or is that
Yes,
another
it's
one?
one of those.
Oh.
It's one of those. Then I'm going to try to read the one that's like the Court of Thorns and Roses, and I've had that for a while.
It's a good one, just so you know. I'm going to be honest, the beginning is slow. The beginning is slow,
okay.
but it is really important.
I'll make it.
You can do it.
I have like a Google Docs full of books that I want to read, but I'm slow, so I know it's going to be a while.
Archmage Charm, instant choose one. Can I find this one?
For me, whenever I'm reading like a book, I can't do anything else. I have to just be reading.
It's a 3 blue canvas.
Makes
Me
sense.
too.
I can't even be listening to music or I'll get distracted.
When I read books, I like to have, this sounds weird, I can't listen to music because I'll want to draw. So what I'll do is I'll put, very quietly, I will put on a rerun of a show I've watched a million times and have that just as like slight background noise. Because with my brain, I cannot have dead silence and focus. It freaks me out. I don't know why. I've always been like that, though.
I can't listen to music with like words when I read.
Well, the problem is because like I have a lot of video game soundtracks, so because I've tried doing the OST thing, and it'll be great, but then I'll be reading a calm scene, and I'll have like extreme like music come up, and I'm like, whoa, it's getting too real for this really weird calm conversation I'm reading.
Well,
And then just battle music.
Well, because a lot of my OSTs are like, I know this sounds weird. I am not a big fan of movie OSTs, but I love video game OSTs. Like, I know a lot of people are like, I just listen to like the Lord of the Rings soundtrack or the Harry Potter soundtrack on repeat, and I'm like, I love those movies, but I can't. Like, I like video game ones. I don't know why. I think it's more like relaxing for me.
That and a lot of video game soundtracks, they're just meant for you to like focus.
Yeah.
Where's my phone?
Go away.
Mitchie, did you look at the card yet?
Oh, did you send it in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't.
It's
Let me
chat.
see. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Where is it? Which chat? Chit chat?
Yeah. Yeah.
oh,
Okay, let me see.
Do you know?
I see Christian just sent a black chicken. Let's see.
It's Memorial Day.
oh yeah,
Oh, he's beautiful!
yeah. That chicken was something my uncle found in his driveway,
Wait, really?
and
I have to do it early.
yes,
That's fine. I can help.
and
So,
it is black all the way.
I mean, black chickens
It's
exist.
yeah, like its flesh, its organs, its bones are all black.
Yeah, it's like a really rare like albinoism. Albinism? I can't say it. But
It's a
for
breed of
chickens.
chicken.
I don't. Yeah, it's an
black
actual
chickens
breed.
are a breed,
It's a,
not a mutate.
Did he keep it?
not as far as I know.
I'd keep
I think he
it.
just took a picture of it.
Yeah, just.
I'd keep the chicken.
There's the game.
I fucking hate this bolus.
Here's the other
My
thing.
grandma,
There's
my
a
grandma
card
used to have
in
chickens,
that set that just says "kill all planeswalkers."
but she had to get
Kill-
rid of them.
Hey, Mitchie, you want to know what's broken about Nicol Bolas Dragon God?
What?
There's
Back
a
on
card
Magic the
in
Gathering,
blue
here we
black.
go. What?
There's a card in blue-black that just says "kill all non-Bolas planeswalkers."
What a dick move!
Oh,
Oh my god, it's ponder on a creature.
So you just kill all non-Bolas planeswalkers. Ult Dragon God. Everyone loses the game except you.
I know that there's a card that's like got banned because you exile the player over the cards. 'Cause my friend has that card.
what?
Yeah,
What?
it's a banned card. It's a banned card because the card literally exiles the player. Your deck stays on there, but you're gone. You have to leave.
That's such a dick move.
I have never heard of this, and now I want to see it, and I want to kind of own one.
No, it's a real
database.
card. My brother has one, and then my friend who's like a hardcore D&D tar, or not D&D, fucking at the Gathering tard, has like 4 of them. Because people didn't believe him, so he keeps one in his wallet to throw out and be like, yeah, it exists, but it's banned, you can't play it. Because, like, and I think it's like a 1-drop too, so it's like a really easy card, just, boom, the player has to leave now, bye, you won.
Do you know what color it was in?
I don't remember. It's been a long
Ah.
time. I'm sorry.
It's such a dick move.
That's fine.
Right? Like, it's such a dick move.
It almost sounds like an uncard.
Like, it's a real card, but it's banned because it's a douche card. Like, card...
And Mind Flavor isn't? Let's see. Blade of Snow. Exile target creature and opponent controls? No. It almost sounds like it's probably a blue card. Cards of the garbage.
Funny spotting.
What?
Oh.
Not Cheaty Face. That's an uncard.
Anyway, so, any of you guys, I don't know if you're horror movie fans. I was gonna say, if you guys are horror movie fans, do you want to go see Brightburn? Because like, I really want to go see it, so bad.
I'm interested in seeing it.
I also heard that apparently it is like gory as all fuck when shit hits the fan. And I've seen a bunch of people be like, yeah, be careful with Brightburn, it's really gory. And I'm like, yes.
Give me.
I want to see evil Superman destroy people and have it be realistic, please.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hilarious, though, because a lot of, like... I'm gonna throw shade. But a lot of, like, you know, like, artiste movie critics are like, everybody just compares it to Superman. When I'm like, it's fucking Superman, okay? It takes place in Kansas. He fell from the sky as a kid. His parents live on a farm. They literally just changed the guy's name to Brandon. It's Superman. It's not Clark Kent, but it's Superman. And the best part was, his name is Brandon Breyer, okay? They gave him a BB name, like we have Clark Kent. It's like, it's Superman.
I don't like that he shares the same name as me.
What, you don't want to be a psychopathic Superman killer?
No, I just don't like my name.
That's fair. A lot of people don't like their name.
I despise my name with a burning passion of 1,000 suns.
I like your name, though. I think your name's unique.
I just now found the Thanos of cards.
Oh no.
Target player sacrifices half the permanents they control.
Ooh. Hot topic Superman. I love that.
That is so true, though.
Yeah, everybody, it's literally Superman. Yeah, it is Superman. It's literally Superman. Like,
You can't call it Superman.
They made it like, they changed the bare minimum, as in his name and the town name. But like, it's to a T fucking Superman.
It's pretty obvious, I'd say.
Well, even the directors are like, yeah, it's not your normal superhero movie, and like, but that's what I think is funny is because like I love movies, and so I watch a lot of people, and a lot of people who are like the artistic like movie critics, you know, the people who love It Follows. People can fight me. It Follows is a stupid fucking movie, okay? It is the most stupid horror movie I'd ever seen, and I don't normally pull a people are looking for meaning, but people are looking for meaning in that movie, like.
What's that movie about again?
God, it's about naked people slowly walking towards you.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's about the demon STD.
The demon STD?
It's not a succubus. I thought it was. No, it's if you have sex with somebody, and it has to be raw sex. They make it very, very important to that.
Okay.
You pass it on to the person, and the only way to get rid of it is to pass it on to somebody else by having sex with them. But once you pass it on to them, the demon just slowly walks towards you. That's it.
Oh no, I'm horrified.
I mean, it does kill you, but it slowly walks towards you. Or you'll just see a naked old man on a roof, and you're like, yeah, that's it.
What?
Yeah, that's the movie. And, like, the soundtrack is, like, this really loud 80s soundtrack out of nowhere. And a lot of, like, artistic, like movie fans are like, it has such great symbolism. And I'm like, no, I watched the same movie. It's dumb. And, like, I even tried watching an It Follows Explained because, like, because, like, so many people were hyping up this movie, and me and all my friends saw it, and we're like, that movie was really fucking dumb and really gross. And not, like, in the good horror movie way. In the, like, it's artistic gross way. Like, there's a scene, this is gonna get graphic, okay? But there's a scene when you first see it, because it keeps changing forms, and it's always a person. It's like, there's, like, one actual creepy scene in it that I liked, but that it's only done once, and it could have been done so much better throughout the movie. But anyway, and it's like, the main girl finds this random lady that's bruised and beaten and naked in her kitchen, and the lady just pisses herself, and they focus on it for like 5 straight minutes, and then she just slowly walks towards the main character, and I'm like, why was that in there? Like what was the meaning of showing this lady literally piss on herself?
What?
And then people are like, well, it's scary because it's unsettling. I'm like, no, it's gross. There's a big difference.
That's just nasty.
Exactly. And, like, I've seen people try to, like, well, it symbolizes sexual assault. And I'm like, where? I didn't get that at all in this movie. Because, like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. It is such a dumb movie. And the best part is, the part that was actually freaky is, like, nobody else can see it unless you have the sexual STD. Because it doesn't have a name, which is why it's called It Follows, because it's following you. And it's the scene where, like, the main girl, the victim girl, is, like, with all of her friends, and all of her friends think she's nuts, and they're, like, sitting at this beach. And she says, like, she doesn't see it coming, and the other friends don't, but, like, we as the audience see it coming. And so while she's talking about it, all of a sudden you just see her hair, like, bunch up out, like, from an invisible hand, and yank her, like, to her feet. And I was like, oh shit! That's actually a genuinely scary moment. Because now all of her friends are freaking the fuck out. Because all of a sudden, she just got yanked out of her seat by an invisible force. And yeah, that only happens once in the movie. And that's it. And I was like, okay. And then it ends where it's like, oh yeah, so she had sex with the guy that really loved her, but she very clearly didn't love him. And then he had sex with a hooker, and then they walk away towards the camera, but then you see a naked person slowly walking behind them, and then it ends, and I'm like, this movie was dumb. And I like dumb horror movies, but this movie was just dumb.
There's good dumb and then there's bad dumb.
Yeah, like, good dumb, okay? Good dumb is the Final Destination movies. I love the Final Destination movies.
I love them.
And they're all on Netflix right now. I'm not sponsored, but I had a huge marathon the other day where I'm like, I love these movies. They're so bad. They're so bad. So, see, that's or let's see, what's another good dumb horror movie? Let me think. Any of the Sharknado movies are technically considered a horror movie because they're gory. So, see,
That's so good.
I know. Like, I love the Sharknado movies.
I've only seen the first Sharknado.
You should watch.
Have you seen the Sharktopus versus? I can't remember the name of it, but
Was
it's
it like Sharktopus versus like Megalodon or something?
I think it's Whalewolf or something like that.
Oh my
like
God.
it's the guy that transforms like into a werewolf, but it's like a shark whale.
No, I need to look this one up. Oh my God, type that in the chat. I need to know this one. That sounds amazing.
I can't remember. There's like a shark wolf, and then there's like the octopus, like piranhapus or whatever again. And then they had the old like $1 Million Man like jumping scene sound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a movie coming out about a giant crocodile that me and Anna are gonna go see because we love those kind of movies. But like, I also love good horror movies. Like good horror movies that like, you know, they like get to you and they make you think. Like The Witch. The Witch is a great slow burn horror movie. So is Hereditary. I fucking loved Hereditary. And so many people shat on it because they're like, there weren't enough jump scares. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point. It's meant to make you be unsettled. And make you feel like, ooh.
I prefer those kinds of horror movies over a jump scare.
Oh, exactly. Because a jump scare is a reflex. A jump scare is just, you're gonna jump. It's just who you are.
Yep.
That and another thing too, when you watch something that's a jump scare, you will eventually get over the jump scare, and then you're just like,
yeah, like, oh, what was a good movie that like actually stuck with me? The original Sinister and Mirrors. Those two stuck with me. Like when I went home, like I was thinking about those movies when I left. And I love Mirrors, and not enough people give it enough credit. I think it's also on Netflix. I'm not sure. I know it was for a while. That's a good one. Do not watch Sinister 2, though. For the love of God, do not watch Sinister 2. Sinister 2 broke me, because I loved Sinister so much, and so did my brother, and we went to go see Sinister 2, and I was just like, the heck did I just watch?
Which one was Sinister again?
Sinister is the one about, it's where, because I don't want to give it away, I'm trying to think. A true crime writer moves his family into a house where this family was recently murdered, and they find these tapes.
Yeah, the tapes.
Oh, that movie.
Yeah, it's a really good one. The
Yeah,
first, the second one is dog shit.
What
It's-
How can you have a sequel of a movie that doesn't really feel like it should have a sequel?
Because it made money.
Money.
Yeah, and it made money, and God, it's so bad because at this time, instead of doing it right, so I'm gonna talk about the sequel because the sequel is just trash. So all of a sudden, a big reason why those videotapes really stuck with you is because there's no audio on those tapes. There's nothing. So, and if you notice too, the audio in the actual movie gets quiet, so you're watching the movie the way the character is watching the movie. It makes it very immersive, and it's a very good art form. So in the second one, they decided to bring in a fucking music player out of nowhere. So now there's music to go alongside it, where they can have jump scares, because there's music cues now. And it's from the kid's point of view, which could have been interesting. But then it's just like, there's twins, and one kid is very clearly a sociopath already, and the other one's like, I don't want to watch these videos. And his brother's like, what, are you a little bitch?
What?
Yeah, and I'm like, what? And then they bring in a douchebag stepdad subplot out of nowhere, where like, I need to see this movie, Gunmoon. I'm looking at the GIF right now.
It's
It looks amazing. But no, then they bring in this subplot where, like, they have abusive dad number 9. And I mean, like, it's cartoony abusive. Like, that's another thing I hate. Where it's like, here comes a character that's like, yep, I'm just gonna openly beat my wife and beat my kids for not eating mashed potatoes because, you know, I was in the military and the star quarterback, and that's why I can get away with being abusive dad number 9. And I'm like, you know what I'm talking about, though. Like, I hate it. I hate when they're like, here's an abusive character, and instead of giving them depth, we're like, no, they're just an abuser. That's just it. There's no reason for it. They're just an asshole.
best type of characters are the ones that you hate, but you can't fully hate.
Yeah, because you're not, because it's like you're not real. You're not a real person. You're a cartoon.
That's sort of how I felt about the bad guy in Ready Player One.
Well, from what I haven't read the book, but from what I know, I guess in the book he was like that. Because I agree with that. I liked Ready Player One, but I remember when it was like, you can't have good father figures. Watch the first Sinister! The guy's a dad, and he's a good dad! But no, you have to get rid of it. But no, in Ready Player One, I heard that's like how the guy was in the book too, which is why he was very cartoony. Because I agreed with that. I was like, and I liked Ready Player One, but I'm like, oh, evil corporation is of course run by evil corporate CEO boss number 9. I don't know why I keep going with number 9.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's sort of like, oh, it's just this guy, and like even his. Like
his avatar,
his
avatar even looked like a douche. It was like,
it was like
everything was just
he made himself look like Clark Kent in the game.
Yeah, and it's also
Practically.
like, it's like, oh yeah, I'll let people go, but see this entire fuck was it, complex is full of people literally being slaves. But I'm a nice person, guys. I'm hip with the 80s callbacks.
That I do believe I remember him saying something akin to that in the movie.
See, okay, someone brought up A Quiet Place. I liked A Quiet Place. I thought it was good. I mean, not like amazing best, but I liked it. I also liked Bird Box, and a lot of people were making fun of Bird Box too, but I like those. But Bird Box and A Quiet Place, I would consider those more thrillers than horror movies. Like, yeah, it's got gory moments, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. Because, like, sometimes, like, it's like, you know, a thriller and a horror are, like, really close together. Also, another good father figure in horror movies is the Poltergeist remake. I like the Poltergeist remake because in the remake, the family at least felt like a family. Because, like, in the original one, I'm like, oh, it's the mom and the daughter. That's all that matters. The rest of the family don't really matter. At least in the remake, they made them feel like a family. You know?
Yeah, in the original, it just felt like they were there to make the family.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're a normal upper middle class family. Da 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 da. Because, like, I don't know, that's the thing else I wish would, like, change in horror movies. It's like, if you have a family dynamic, make it feel like a family. I'm not saying make them all be hunky-dory, happy people, but, like, make them feel like they're family and not actors.
I have returned.
Whew.
Welcome to Return.
We were talking about horror movies.
I got myself a drink.
Nom nom. Oh, I just looked at the time, guys. We're gonna have to wrap up in about 15 minutes.
Why?
Because I have got other stuff I have to do.
Or maybe I do.
I'm sorry.
But that's alright.
Like I said, I will be streaming later today on the website that rhymes with itch, working on the commissions I owe, so. Also, I'm working on the Patreon illustration, because I need to get that done. Because I didn't realize the
Where
month
did all
was
my
gone.
spare Edgar I'm pulling together those cards now, Mitchie.
Oh, yay, my fifis. But don't worry, guys, I do plan on streaming on YouTube more. But I'm gonna see if removing the link to the website that rhymes with itch actually does change something. Because if that is the case, I'm gonna be pissed.
Wait, isn't that service owned by Google as well?
No, they're privately owned.
I thought it was owned by Google.
Is it? Okay, maybe I'm wrong. But I know that,
I thought they bought it.
Oh, maybe they did buy it. But yeah, I know YouTube does not like the competition, so, like, if you even have the hyperlink in your description box, even if you don't mention it, they won't promote your video. Because a couple of people have been talking about that, where they're like, yeah, if you say the name of the website in your video, or if you hyperlink it, people might not get the video in their subfeed. Because YouTube doesn't want them to, like, drop them off in other places. I know. YouTube's not doing so well.
YouTube hasn't been doing so well.
Oh, yeah. Whew.
It's just gotten worse and worse.
And the only problem is, like, because people keep wanting another website like YouTube to come out, but the only reason why YouTube is still YouTube is because Google owns it. Like, Google openly admits they lose money every year owning YouTube, but it's Google, so it's a tax write-off. It's like, okay, we lose money, but we can write it off. Because I remember for a while, like a long time ago, YouTube almost went down because of all the copyright stuff. Which is why they had to sell it to Google. Because they couldn't afford it anymore.
Yep.
Can you make curry in a crock pot? Yeah, you can make a lot of shit in a crock pot. Which is why I want one. I want a crock pot and a rice cooker. So bad. I have to make rice the old-fashioned way in a pot.
Oh.
Where's the first chunk of them?
I have a crock pot.
Crock pots are so handy and they're so good. We're back to talking about food and I still can't eat for another 2 hours.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's my own fault. I gotta be good.
Okay, let's see.
Wait, isn't it 12?
Yeah, I can't eat till 2.
Oh, I thought you said 12.
No 2. Cause,
Let's organize.
how long have I been streaming? It says 2 hours, but...
I don't feel like it's been 2 hours.
Yeah, but YouTube says it's been 2 hours. Huh. Oh, and OBS is being rude. Okay, thanks, OBS. You're great!
Ah.
Twisted Disaster, where's the
OBS was being an asshole to us too, don't worry.
Where's the furries? Prince isn't here right now.
Which makes me sad, but oh well.
I know, I love him too. I have furry OCs, I just haven't drawn them in a long time. Like, my closest one that I've drawn kind of recently is Lily, and she doesn't really count as a furry. I mean, she does and she doesn't. Like, she's weird. I just haven't had time. I haven't had time to do like fun stuff for myself recently, and I haven't gotten a lot of furry commissions besides the one from Prince. Prince is like the only one who really lets me draw furries. I heard that.
What?
I heard a music. I could go dun dun dun.
Oh, yep, that was my game.
It's okay. It was just really random.
There's
I'm in a
most of the
boss battle.
sorceries. I'm missing 2 of them.
Oh, okay. This is random, but it's a topic we can talk about. Are any of you guys excited or nervous about the new Elder Scrolls game that they're working on?
Don't care about Elder Scrolls.
Oh, never mind.
A little of both.
Nervous.
Cause I love Scheme. Okay, I have Scheme on my Switch, and I love it, and it's fun. I will admit it is very outdated, but it is a lot of fun.
I've played Elder Scrolls since Morrowind.
I only played Scheme. I feel bad. I didn't get into it until later because, like, I was really into gaming as a kid. And then I had my edgy teenager phase where I'm like, I don't have time for games. I have to go mope on the internet all day. And if anybody was born in the early 2000s, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And so... or wasn't born, was a teenager in the early 2000s. God, I'm so stupid. But I got back into video games in high school, and then I was like, oh, this is great. And then all my friends were like, yeah, have you been playing since Oblivion or Morrowind? And I'm like, I don't know what that is. It's why I never got to... I know what it is now. Which is why I'm like, can we have like an HD remake of those games? You would make so much money if they did an HD remaster of that compared to remastering Skyrim for the bazillionth time. And I like Skyrim, but I feel like if you did an HD remake of Morrowind or Oblivion, people would like scream and go after it like gold.
Here's something though that bothered, like why I'm so nervous.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly just because of
Bethesda.
all of the stuff going on with like Fallout.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I do not want the main character to fucking talk. I'm sorry, I don't sound
If the main character talks, I'm sorry, I'm not playing it.
I don't like. I didn't like that in Fallout 4. I didn't like the like fully voiced cutscenes. I just didn't like it.
It feels like you don't have it because the difference between fully voice acted versus say like New Vegas or 3 is you have less options to choose.
Yeah, well my issue with Fallout 4 was the whole like when you would pick an option, your character wouldn't even say what was written there. They would say something else, and I was like, then what was the point of picking that option?
That's me whenever I play like Dragon Age, like in like the newer ones, like 2 and Inquisition. Every once in a while, when you accidentally click the wrong voice option because it sounds so much more douchey when they say it.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh no, I didn't mean for that to come out.
Blood artist.
Like, I purposely got a mod just for those games so I can, like, I know exactly what they're going to say.
Also,
yeah.
Otherwise I feel like an asshole.
Also, this is a nitpick, but I hated that I couldn't just wait wherever the fuck I was in Fallout 4. I had to go find a chair, and I was like, no, I should be able to stand in the middle of the town square and wait there for 24 hours for the store to open back up. I know it's dumb, but it was a nitpick I didn't like.
No, it's completely fair.
So that's why I'm excited that they're finally making a new one, but I am very nervous. Especially with the bomb that was the one for the fucking phone. Because the one for the phone came out, and then I saw all over Twitter, like, people pre-bought the game to play it day one, and then there were too many people on the server, and they were told, yeah, try again later.
Yeah, it's like me right now. I'm really, because I'm excited, but I'm also nervous for, like, the new Dragon Age that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's been, like, over 4 years.
Oh, wait, they're making another Dragon Age? I didn't know that.
Are they?
Yeah, they're making, the 4th one finally.
Time.
Huh.
I can't wait. But also, I'm so nervous.
I want Bayonetta 3.
I am making...
They teased it like 2 years ago. And I'm like, where's my Bay? I need Bay. I have no
Where
idea.
is-
It was 1 year. Then again, I might have lost track.
What?
I thought it was 1 year ago, but then again, I might have lost track.
No, because I remember they announced it like when the Switch was coming out. Like, well, I shouldn't say they announced it, they teased it. Just like how they teased Metroid Prime last year.
I gotcha.
Let me see when did it come out?
So, what is your guys' favorite Bethesda game if you have one?
Fallout.
Which one?
I can tell you my mom's is definitely Fallout.
I went to say Fallout New
Not
Vegas,
one
and then I realized that's not Bethesda.
If I had to say specifically Bethesda, it'd be Fallout New Vegas.
Wait,
That's not Bethesda.
wait, it's not Bethesda?
Technically not.
It's made by Obsidian, not Bethesda.
But isn't Obsidian a part of Bethesda?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh.
No.
Although, I'm gonna go old school in that like one of my favorite Bethesda games was Jade Empire.
Do I still own the Edgar Markov Commander card? I just thought about that. Do I still actually have him?
Because Jade Empire it's all based off of like Imperial China, and it's interesting, and it was one of their first few games that they made.
That sounds really interesting.
I think I was thinking of a different game.
Huh.
I mean, it's not perfect, obviously, but it's still like a pretty decent game.
Blue box. My value. I say my value, but that was disenchant. It's not really that expensive of a card. If I still have him, he's gonna be in this pile.
Or no, wait, not Bethesda. That's BioWare. Bleh.
So I did have it right.
Yeah, I get them. I get those two mixed up for some stupid reason.
I know one of my favorite games is like an older game that not a lot of people talk about was I loved Cameo for the Xbox 360. I think it was like a launch title, and I really liked it. And they were gonna make a Cameo too, and then it got canned, and I was very sad because Cameo was about this this pixie elf girl who like had a gift to turn into like different monsters for different powers. And it was really, really fun.
Oh my god, I know what you're talking about.
It was so much fun! And then you could, like, fly with her, and I loved that game. And very few people know about the game, and it makes me sad, because I love that game.
I know of that game.
I'm not gonna lie, and this sounds really
I've
dumb.
never played it.
But it is one of the biggest reasons why I want to get an Xbox One, is because they made her in the Rareware bundle, where they remastered the whole game in HD that you can get, and I'm like, I really want it for that one game. But my wallet can't justify it yet.
That's why I wait for Black Friday and then I buy it.
Yeah, that is a good idea. I should probably do that this year.
Because then it's what is it? My aunt ended up getting it on release, and then we waited for Black Friday, and then we got the one that has like more save, more not save.
Even more storage. More storage.
Yeah, where it has like a full terabyte as opposed to.
Yeah, that's the problem with our PS4 is because our PS4, we have a first-gen PS4, so it's 500 gigs. And
yeah, that holds maybe 5 games.
Maybe, yeah. And we were talking because it's been so long. We were going to get a PS4 Pro, but then, like, PlayStation has openly announced that, like, they're not doing E3 this year, and they're working on the PS5. Like, they've openly admitted they're working on the next one. And so Cody's like, well, I don't want to get a PS4 Pro if literally, like, in 2 years, they're going to have the new PS station, because that happened before, like, where a friend of mine, they bought a PS4 literally the week before the PS4 Pro was announced, and the price went down, and she was so pissed. And yeah, Black Friday's after Thanksgiving or sometimes on Thanksgiving if you're in the US. I don't think other countries do Black Friday. Do other countries do Black Friday?
Not sure.
Alright, well. Oof. That's our time, guys.
Aww.
I know. But hey, I've been better about doing calls like in the Discord server and stuff.
Indeed.
And I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do another live stream for the patrons this month, the best I can before the month ends. But it's probably gonna be like on the 30th or the 31st. Like, when is that?
All right.
Oh yeah, Friday. I'll probably shoot for Friday then to do the second part. Because for you guys who don't know on YouTube, I do try to do these twice so more people can make it. But I had a lot of fun talking nerd and chatting again with you guys and ranting and stuff. And I love you.
Yeah.
I hope you had fun.